I would imagine that the relationship between surveyors and agents over here could be a tenuous one at times, because you may be perceived as someone that may be putting a delay or pouring water on a sweet deal that's about to go through. But by the same token, most agents here on the coast aren't the listing agents. It's all shared listings. So they're acting more like a buyer's agent. And as a buyer's agent, they should be looking after the interests of the buyer, not the seller. So what is your experience with agents in this regard?
We want to be friends with agents, but whether they want to be friends with us is quite another thing. Well, it's not really, because it's, yes, we shouldn't slow things down, because if you think of it, normally people take the property off the market maybe for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they put down their initial small deposit of 5,000, 6,000 or something like that. During that time, we can do our work. So we are just part of the due diligence work, the initial due diligence work that's done during that time. So we shouldn't be delaying things. What we will do maybe is we show up, we alert our client that there are problems. You mentioned about the buyers, the people being a buyer's agent. At the end of the day, who pays their fee? Their fee is paid by the seller, or through the seller's agent. So at the end of the day, if the seller says jump, they're going to have to jump. Whereas if the seller says jump to us, we'll say thank you very much, but we are working for our client 100%. And that's the principal difference, I would say, that way. That agents, unless they're getting paid a fee directly by the buyer and not accepting anything from the seller, they're in a difficult position, because many of them will be making friendships with the buyers.
Yeah. Are you ahead of time or behind times with those Christmas lights behind you?
You're not the only one, and it has been discussed within the family, let's put it that way.